In this video of Panama City, we're going to discuss how to get from the airport to Panama City Center, the Panama Canal issues and port congestion, how the Panama Canal works, the contrast of rich versus poor in Panama City, and the old town of Panama City. So please stay tuned to my video. Please remember to post a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can always get my latest travel videos. Happy Sunday from Panama City. This is the Panama City Airport. This is my drive in from Panama City Airport. Panama City does have a metro that connects the city center to the airport. However, the customs official that I met when I landed in Panama City told me it's much more efficient to take an Uber or taxi into the city center, which is what I did. He said that the metro doesn't run as frequently and it's not very efficient. So I decided to follow his advice. Interestingly, Uber is very inexpensive in Panama City. There in the distance, you can see all the ships lined up to cross the Panama Canal. I was amazed at the level of backlog of ships. As the Panama City skyline comes into view, you're left with the impression that everybody in Panama City is very well off, and that's not the case at all, as we will see later on in this video. That being said, the Panama City skyline is quite striking and has a lot of very modern buildings. With the abundance of ocean view luxury condominiums, I had no doubts that there were a lot of wealthy people living in Panama City. I didn't know where all that wealth came from because Panama City doesn't have any agriculture, manufacturing, or high-tech industry. Basically, the Panama Canal is the #1 source of revenue for this country and this city. I soon arrived at the #1 tourist attraction in Panama City, the Panama Canal Visitor Center. A couple of interesting facts about Panama. First of all, it's always warm and hot here. If you come in January, February, or August, it's always warm and hot. Doesn't matter what season. It's a tropical place. The second interesting fact that I learned today is the price of gas is only 89 cents US per liter, which is far less than it is in the United States. Interesting. The #1 tourist attraction in Panama is the Panama Canal, and I'm here at the Miraflores Visitor Center. At the Visitor Center, they have a timeline that shows the history of the canal and the dates, the milestone dates of the canal. Also at the Canal Visitor Center, they have a pictorial of how the canal system works. As you can see from the pictorial clearly, most of the Panama Canal sits above sea level. So therefore, natural water from Panama has to be fed into the canal system in order to keep the ships afloat. That is not happening because of droughts in the area. That's why there's such a backlog of the Panama Canal. And a pictorial of all the different types of ships that pass through the canal. The Panama Canal is the only man-made object in the world that connects the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, the two largest oceans on the planet Earth. This is the Miraflores lock system. As you can see, two ships can pass through here simultaneously. There are no ships going through now. That way, the way I'm looking now, is towards the Pacific Ocean. This way, the way I'm looking now, is towards the Atlantic Ocean. This is what a cruise ship looks like when it goes through the Miraflores locks. And a commercial vessel going through the Miraflores locks. If you visit the Miraflores visitor center to see the Panama Canal. You get a ticket for free to see an IMAX movie which describes the history and construction of the Panama Canal. It's a very interesting movie. Here's what it looks like when two ships pass through the canal at the same time. A very short drive away from the Miraflores Visitor Center for the Panama Canal is the Albrook Mall. The Albrook Mall is important for two things. Number one, you can actually get a local bus here, and it's usually free of charge, or it'll cost you about $5 with an Uber. It's one of the biggest malls in Panama City, and it also has the Albrook subway station, which I'm going to try to find. I'm at Albrook, and I want to go to Cinco de Mayo. From Cinco de Mayo subway station, I'm going to try to walk to the old town of Panama City. Gorgeous street art as you exit the station. This is the Assembly Nacional de Panama. This is their national parliament. Now what's interesting is take a look at the neighborhood that directly faces the national parliament and look at the condition of the buildings and the streets. This is my walk to the old town. I was totally shocked to see the neighborhoods around the parliament of the country of Panama. Normally these are nice neighborhoods because it's right near where the government headquarters are. But you can see what the condition of the buildings are and how the people live. And it was very surprising to me, and it was shocking considering the luxury condos that I saw as I was entering the city on the expressway from the airport. After about a 20-minute walk, I think we're entering Old Town Panama City now, which I'm very happy about. This is Old Town Panama City. Stark difference from the neighborhood that I walked through. If you arrive in Panama City on a cruise, your shore excursion from the cruise ship will likely drop you off at the Panama City Old Town, which is called Casa Viejo. So if you arrive at the Casa Viejo, try not to wander too far away. You saw the neighborhood that I had to walk through to get here. In Old Town, you also have a Museo Canal, a canal museum, but it's nowhere near the canal. But it is in Old Town. More from Old Town, Casa Viejo, Panama City. I can tell you that it's pretty warm here, and there's no way I'd be wearing a hat. However, if I was to wear one, I would get a Panama hat. Casa Viejo in Panama City is a very nice place to walk around. Most of it's very pedestrian friendly. Unfortunately, in Casa Viejo, you'll be struggling to try to find an authentic restaurant. Everything is very touristy here. This church is called Church of St. Joseph, or Iglesia San Jose, and it's a pretty interesting church to go inside, as you will see. Firstly, the church features a golden altar made of real gold. This church is called Iglesia San Jose, and they've got this beautiful 3D sculpture in the basement, and it's something not to miss.
1675.
1675, when the church was built.
48 years ago.
And Pope Francis visited here.
Yeah, blessing.
Okay, blessed this, okay. I hope you enjoyed my tour of Panama City today. Stay tuned for my next video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.